Oh, this is the worst. This is like one of the worst ones right there. I got it. Welcome to Palisade, Colorado, home to the Palisade Rim Trail. Palisade is a neat rural town located just east of Grand Junction, nestled beneath the Book Cliffs and the foot of the Grand Mesa as well as the Colorado River. Here you'll find plenty of wind, peaches, and wine. This is wine country, Colorado. All of that makes Palisade unique to the Grand Valley. However, we're here to mountain bike today. The featured ride for Palisade as of right now is the Palisade Rim Trail located at the very east end of town. Either way, this trail is about 8.5 miles long and it's usually done in a figure 8 pattern. Now let's talk about my equipment bike hack of the day. And today I'd like to talk about the MRP ramp control, which basically eliminates air volume spacers to control the progressiveness of your fork. Basically allows it to run 2 chambers, a positive and negative air chamber. It works for a Fox and a RockShox fork. You buy it separate, but it's really game-changing equipment to put on your fork to give you more tunability. Also, it eliminates those silly conversations with other trail riders out there that want to brag about how many volume spacers their bike has. That's an A+ right there. Also, MRP ramp control comes stock on most, if not all, MRP forks. And in this case, I have an MRP stage in which the ramp control is already built in. The Palisade Rim is rated a Black Diamond Advanced Trail. However, that doesn't mean blue riders can't ride this trail also. There are a bunch of technical climbs, but there's nothing really famed about it other than the scenery in terms of riding features. So there's not really much for drops, not much for super sketchy and exposed sections. Granted, there is exposure, but overall, it isn't a beginner trail. I'll also make note that this biker train we're looking at is actually a biker train led by Nate Hills. Hashtag FollowCamFriday. When you leave the trailhead, expect a very hardy climb to the top, about 1,400 feet worth in 4 miles. Here I'll be riding the trail as it's described on mtbproject.org. So I'll be taking the left right here at the sign. It's got some technical climbs and one little drop right there. And we'll wrap up the trail by turning left right at the next pylon. Take a ride. The Rim Trail is also highly trafficked by hikers, bikers, horseback riders, and trail runners, so be respectful of everybody on the trail. Once we get past the second out and back section, we're going to hit another Trail Y, which is kind of another mini loop. We're going to go left as depicted in MTB Project here and basically gain the top of the rim via this section. The positive side of taking this trail this way is that you kind of earn your climb, you get to the top, and you reward yourself with some stunning scenery at the very end. Also, you stay out of the way of the downhillers coming down the rim in that route also. In my experience with the Palisade Rim Trail, I found that it's best to run it in the fall or the spring. Definitely not in June with a ton of gnats, because that's absolutely zero fun. They'll carry you away. Also, Palisade is notorious for being exceptionally windy in the mornings, so I'd highly recommend riding in the afternoon, maybe a little evening, where you actually get better lighting on the whole trail, and that could definitely affect the way that you ride. I also got a new DJI Spark drone for shooting some sweet aerial shots. It's super neat because it's so compact that I could actually take along for mountain biking. So I'm really excited and stoked to get you guys some sweet aerial footage of some of these trails. And I promise, I'm going to get better with this thing. Now that we gained the climax of the trail and we've wrapped up our top of the trail aerial views, it's time to get going with the downhill section of the Palisade Rim. Enjoy. Chunky's a pretty good way to describe this whole trail. Woo. I have a blind corner. Look at that view right there. Thank you for flying with Mountain Biking Airlines. This is your pilot, pilot speaking. Please enjoy the views of these tan sandstone bands that we'll be riding next to for the rest of the trail.
You left rocks. That was probably the skid of the year that was there. And a climb. Got a little bush right over here that well, maybe not right here. There's one spot where you get pretty nice and close to the edge, I'll just say that. I think it's right up here, actually. Yep.
I'd like to make mention of this part right there. This is one of the sketchier ends of the whole trail, and you really need to monitor your speed through that because it gets you really close to the edge where you could literally dump off if you lose control in that particular spot. So hang right.
Coal! Right there, a little coal seam. All right, now we're at the trail junction. So this is kind of the middle of the figure eight. Out and back part. So watch for hikers and watch for bikers, because there's plenty of them out here. Not today. Just blocked. Watch out for toe grabbers. This is a toe grabber right here, so watch yourself. This gets a little spicy, but got no problem.
Now we are beginning to hit the trail junction of the original first loop that we got to when we were gaining the rim, we're going to hook a left.
So we came around the right side when we were climbing. We're going to send the left side.
From this point, we'll be taking the semi-technical, very chunky single track that hugs the rim on the west end of the first trail loop.
Thanks, RC. Let's roll. All right, we're about to regain the rim. We're gonna get into a really low gear because there's some really chunky stuff up here. Like that. Oh, this is the worst. This is like one of the worst ones right there. I got it. You know, like I said, this is 29er country right here. It's just straight up nasty right here. And so this is where the trails intersect. And before, when we climbed, we went that way. We came back this way. This part right here is an out and back.
If you're going to run into foot traffic and all the other recreational traffics that you're going to see on this trail, this is where you're probably going to find them. This is a highly concentrated area, so watch yourself.
Little itty bitty rock sticking right up in the middle of the trail. You gotta hit it. How's it going? Good. I almost tried to fall off and die right here. Earlier, climbing can get you killed too, just to let everybody know. Oh, hip cramp. Steep. Oh. All the time too, so it's all cool. Oh. Part's awful. Loose. Dropping back down to Colorado wine country. Microphone RC, take it away.
Thanks, mountain bike rider RC. So this is basically going to wrap up this trail description on this ride for the Palisade Rim. For fast riders, look at about an hour and a half, and for average riders, about 2.5 hours. Finally, let me know what you think. Did you like the drone footage? Did you like the shoulder mount for the climb? Leave any questions, hints, tips, helpful tricks in the comment section. This is Mountain Biking Gold. This is RC. We'll catch you on down the road. Have a good one. Later.